Liverpool 3, Leicester City 1. The final score, there was no panic from Liverpool, you felt today, Steve? Like, throughout this whole game, there was just inevitability about it.
Yeah, it felt like a matter of time. But obviously, as I said, the key to the whole thing was getting that goal just before half-time. That sort of put everybody at ease, I believe. And in the second half was kind of what we expected.
Yeah.
Just pressure, 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 and eventually Leicester broke.
They're so good, Don.
Brilliant, aren't they? I mean, I'm not going to lie, Dan, for 44 minutes I was squirming when Leicester were nearly getting in at the break 1-0 up, because that might have been a different story. Might not have been, but you just felt as though the context of the goal from Cody Gakpo, who's having a brilliant season, by the way, under Arne Slot. They're so good to watch. Salah, you'd never take him off in any scenario unless you're winning 5-1 or 6-3, like they were against Tottenham. You might just bring him off, but you leave him on because you know he's going to score a goal. I thought the main players for Liverpool today, I thought Virgil van Dijk looked really good, as normal. I thought Trent was fantastic in the amount of crosses that he put in, the quality, and how he sprayed the passes around. Salah obviously got his goal worth a mention, but Cody Gakpo, I think, is coming into true form where he can lead the line through the middle. I think Arne Slot said to him, your position's off the left-hand side, facing goal, because he can go either way. He's quick. He can get to the byline on his left. He can drop the shoulder on his right. He scores goals. He's just in, like, scintillating form where he looks razor sharp.
Since Arne Slot's come in, you've got some of those players like Gakpo, like Gravenberch, who didn't really make the impact that Liverpool fans were expecting to under Klopp. He seems to have taken them to the next level. You
got to wonder whether the fact that they're all Dutch has got something to do with...
I don't know, Anthony played with Ten Hag, didn't he?
No, but well, you try to figure out reasons, because Klopp's a fantastic coach. He clearly is a player's coach. He clearly... Everybody loves him. He clearly spends time with everybody. But maybe Arne Slot just culturally has a little spot where he understands what they need that maybe Klopp or any other manager wouldn't have. Because other than that, it's very difficult to put your finger on a reason. Well, tell a lie. Gravenberch is different. I think the difference with Gravenberch is he's brought him a little deeper than what we expected. You know, at Bayern, and previously he was further forward. So that one, I guess, is easily explained. But the Gakpo one is really difficult to explain. Other than he's Dutch, the coach is Dutch, and maybe there's a little word that he's had in his ear that has just made the difference. Sometimes all it takes is a little line or a little nugget to switch somebody on.
Are you buying what Stevie's selling?
A little bit. I think it's more to do that. I think when you look at how Jurgen Klopp managed his team, it was brilliant. I think he probably would have went in at half-time today, hair-dryer approach, whereas Cody Gakpo, Gravenberch might not appreciate that, Curtis Jones might not appreciate that, one or two others will respond. But I think with Arne Slot, I think what he is, he's calm, and it's all about the passing. I would love to see, at the very end of the season, when you talk distance covered and how intense the runs are under Jurgen Klopp compared to Arne Slot are, because I watch, apart from Trent, I watch everyone pass the ball for Liverpool, and it's all 10, 15 yards. There's no expansive passing, 30-yard Hollywood pass, unless it's Trent, because he's the one that can do it. But everything's calm. You see Van Dijk get it, and he'll play a little wall pass, a little 1-2 into midfield. It's all tactical, where he tries to shift the opposition out of their sort of positions. They were doing that in the second half with Leicester. Leicester wouldn't fall for it when they were 3-1 down. They just thought, we're not running around anymore because you'll pick us off and get 4, 5 or 6. So we'll just dissect the 3-1. I think that's the main difference. The slower, calmer approach under Slot compared to the heavy metal, hairdryer treatment that Jurgen Klopp probably delivered to one or two players who might not have responded that way.
You ready for this, Don?
Go for it.
Is Salah the best player in the world?
I think he is. I think we all look at Kylian Mbappe. Vinny Jr.'s had 1 or 2 injuries this season, and I love him. I think he's amazing. But I think if you stand Mo Salah alongside Kylian Mbappe and you ask for output, I mean, Kylian's one of these players where aesthetically he looks amazing, and you want to say he's the best player in the world. You want to with every fibre. But when you look at what Mo Salah does every single game, the whole game in sport, football, whatever, is you have to be effective. You have to deliver, and that's what Mo Salah does, and has been doing it for a long, long time.
How embarrassing it would be then if Liverpool let him go for free in the summer?
Well, I wouldn't suggest they're going to let him go. I would suggest that they have a limit that they can go to. And if he doesn't accept it, then it's going to be a huge, huge loss. No question.
How do you deal with this, Don?
You got to sign him. You got to sign him, Dan. I mean, look at the numbers. I mean, anywhere from 44 to 27s to 31s. The guy's ridiculous, and it's not just being greedy. Look at the assists column as well. You know, it's apart from the 6, it's double digits every single season. So, I mean, listen, I don't know for certain, but from what I hear, I think Van Dijk and Salah are more likely to get done than Alexander-Arnold. And take your pick which one you think's the most important. I still think that Virgil van Dijk is the most important, but it can change every single week because Trent, when he came on against Newcastle in the Tottenham game, he proves to everyone there's no right back in the world like him. And then you look at Mo Salah's numbers and the double digits in assists and goals, and how on earth you try and replace it? You'd have to try and moneyball it, where if you got someone like Kudus in from West Ham or Jared Bowen or elsewhere, they might hit sort of like 10s, 15, 20s, but no one's going to hit Mo Salah numbers. It's impossible.
Kudus and Bowen, calm down, Liverpool fans. Take a look at the title odds, shall we? Look at this. Liverpool are heavy favourites to win the title, with Chelsea dropping points. As I mentioned, Arsenal take on Ipswich tomorrow. Liverpool going to win the league, Stevie?
I think there's no question right now it's Liverpool's to lose. I mean, it's simple as that. It doesn't seem possible that they can... There's going to be games where they're not going to be at their best.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. But they've got too much talent not to be able to overcome that. And really, when you're on this type of run and you're playing this type of football, it's going to take something incredibly unusual to just completely wreck it. So, yeah, this is Liverpool's to lose now.
Don?
Yeah, I totally agree. They've got West Ham away next. If they can get over that hurdle, then Man United at home, where the adrenaline's flowing, the fans will be up for it. The form that Man United are in, you'd imagine there's another 3 points. So it's one of them where you're sort of waiting for Arsenal to win tomorrow against Ipswich, which is probably likely, which will cut the gap a little bit. But Liverpool have got that game in hand. But as long as they keep 7 points ahead of Chelsea with a game in hand, and 9 against Arsenal game in hand, or could be 9 with a game in hand, I just think the quality that they've got. I mean, Luis Diaz didn't even come on the pitch today. I mean, I think he's one of Liverpool's best players. As me and Stevie chatted the other day, a guy that's now playing as a false 9. So the talent that they've got, Conor Bradley will be back, Konate will be back pretty soon as well. You're in a great position.
When you've played this amount of games, you've gone past it's early season.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Let's see when they're really tested, what's going to happen. When
you're 17 games in, you've played everybody, and you're clearly the best team in the league.
Yeah.
You go past the overthinking at stage. You're not even looking who you're playing next week. All you're doing is turning up and playing and looking forward to playing. And even the league, you don't even look at the league. You just want to play again because it's enjoyable. It's fun.